This is a Coachman Pastiche 545. It's going to take you around the van and show you how it operates. Front of the van, you've got your jockey wheel, hitch and handbrake. This is all stuff we'll demonstrate to you in person here on site. In the front locker, you have your gas regulator on the bulkhead with your gas pipe, gas shut-off valve on the side here, which you turn 90 degrees to isolate the gas supply. We do have available here on site, should you need it, the gas pipe work from the bottle to the regulator to the bottle. Carry a maximum of 2 6-kilogram propane gas bottles on the van at any time. You then got your heating and hot water flue on the side of the caravan. Said you always leave this uncovered. It's a bit like the flue on the side of the house, on the side of your house. It allows the heating system to breathe. Down the bottom on each side, you've got your wind down legs to stabilise the caravan. Like I said, they are just there for stabilising. They are not there for lifting. You've then got your water pump connection. Very simply pull the blue trigger back to release it from the side of the van, and the same to push it in. So you pull the trigger back and push it into the side of the van and drop your pickup pipe down inside the aqua roll. Got your battery clamps on top of the battery, for the top of the battery, positive and negative. And then you've got your mains power lead coming into the side of the van also, and behind there you've got your motor mover power switch, which we'll demonstrate while you're here. 2 fridge vents. Fridge vents are simply there to allow hot air out from behind the fridge unit and also to take cool air in, and behind one of these there'll also be a gas flue for when you're running the fridge on gas. Like I said, when you're here on site we'll demonstrate the motor mover once you've been through the rest of the van, and we'll also torque the wheel nuts to the correct torque setting prior to the caravan being taken. You've then got your flush tank on the side of the van just here. You'll put 3.5 litres of water in here and a cap full of the pink fluid prior to use. And in the bottom, you've got your toilet waste cassette, which you release by pulling up the orange handle, pulling the cassette towards you. The neck here turns out so you can tip the waste away, and you've got an orange pressure relief button on the back of the cassette, so when you're tipping the waste away, it doesn't spit and splatter back at you. You'll put 1 litre of water in there and a cap full of the blue fluid prior to use. At the bottom of the van on this side you have your grey waste pipes. So you'd have 2 bits of grey pipe that go into the larger diameter holes, and they'll drop down inside your waste master. Back of the caravan on either side you have your wind down legs again to stabilise the van. Like I said, they are just there for stabilising, not lifting. Coming down the door side of the caravan you have your 3-pin socket, barbecue gas point, so you can connect up to your gas on site. Connect gas to your barbecue, for instance. You have your storage locker for underneath the front seating area on the front side here, and then down the bottom you have your wind down leg. Going inside the caravan now, above the door, you have your main control panel for the van. So you have your master power switch here on the left hand side, you have your water pump switch, your internal lights and your awning light. On the left hand side here you have your voltmeter, which indicates how much power you have going to the battery on board the caravan. First thing we're going to need to do is, once we've got all the power turned on and your aqua roll connected on the outside and your mains power, if you're on a mains powered site, is to fill the water system up. So we're going to first of all come underneath the seat on the front right hand side. Underneath this seat on the right hand side at the front, you'll actually see there is a yellow drain down valve. That yellow drain down valve needs to be parallel with the floor before you fill the water system up, and upright to drain the water system down when you're done using the caravan after your holiday. So like I said, prior to use you'll have the to fill the water system up parallel with the floor, and then upright to drain the system down. So to fill the system, we'll then come over to each tap on board the caravan, open all the taps up on the hot side of the water system. As you can see, I've already done it on this particular van. But then what we'll do is once that tap is open, all the taps are open, you'll turn on the water pump just here, and the water pump and the water system will start filling. Once the water system is full, you'll have water running out of every tap on board the caravan, and at that point you can shut the all the taps back off. You'll then be able to come to the control panel for your Aldi heating and hot water. Top right hand corner here indicates that we've got power coming into the caravan. and on here it indicates the current room temperature. We'll press the menu button, and at the top here you've got your room temperature selection, so you've got plus or minus to set your room temperature. Below that you have your option to run your hot water, so you've got hot water on and hot water boost. So depending on how you want it to run, so you've got hot water on when it's halfway up and boost when it's completely up. Below that you've got the amount of power coming into the caravan from the caravan site you're on. So for instance, you've got power off if you're off grid, power 1 kilowatt of power, 2 kilowatt of power or 3 kilowatts of power. Here on site we can run a maximum of 1. And the only way you'll know how much power you can run through your heating and hot water systems is by asking the site office when you arrive. Bottom left hand corner here, you can use gas as a power source for the water and heating system. You'd make sure the gas is turned on in the front locker, come inside, hit the gas option and it will self-ignite on gas. If it fails to ignite, it'll actually come up with gas fail at the bottom of this screen. You have got some advanced options on this side, which we advise you read the manual for. In there you can set timers for your heating and hot water, etc. Change power sources and various other options. But like I said, we do advise you read the manual for those. Next thing we're going to go to is the fridge. The fridge system is very easy to use on this particular caravan. You've got your on-off button on the front of the fridge. So you've got your power on, press and hold for the fridge. At the moment we're connected to mains power and the fridge is almost on its coldest setting. To change that you press and hold the grey button. You can change the power source, as you can see. So we'll go to gas for instance. So hit the grey button and it will select the power source. Then it will start flashing the temperature icons on the right hand side. So you can select them by going up, down or up on the temperature control. Again, to set that you'll press the grey button and that will set the option that you want to run for your for your fridge system, power wise, and the temperature. Press and hold the button again, and you can go to your 12 volt mode. For when you're towing down the road, you can use the fridge as a cool box. So that's the coldest the fridge can be, and you're on 240 volt mode. Microwave is an eco microwave on this particular caravan, so to wake it up you need to press the eco button, and as you can see it will wake back up and then it operates as a normal microwave. On the back of the hob you've got an electric ring with 3 gas rings as well. The electric ring will only work when you're on 240 mains and not when you're on 12 volts only. The hob, grill, the rest of the hob, grill and oven all work on the gas as you'd expect them to. In the bedroom area, first, before we go to the toilet system, which is the last part of the van we're going to go through, you have got storage underneath the bed. You just need to lift the bed up to access it. You do need to be careful of the wiring down in the bottom right hand corner of, or the front left hand corner of the bed. Like I said, the last thing we go through is the toilet system on this particular caravan. Very simple to use toilet system. We've already showed you how to fill it, or told you how the fluid levels work on the outside. You've got a full indicator light on this left hand side of the top of the toilet. That will illuminate red when the toilet waste cassette is full, essentially meaning you need to empty the cassette. You have an electric flush button just here, which you press in to make the toilet flush, and that will work off 12 volts while you're on site. So you need to fill the tank on the outside prior to that actually being able to pump water through the system. The toilet seat itself actually turns for your convenience. So at the moment, as you can see, it's pointing straight across the caravan towards the shower unit. And that is how it needs to be when you remove the cassette from underneath the van. However, if you want to make yourself more comfortable, it does turn, as you can see, to different positions. But like I said, when you are removing that cassette, it needs to be back in the position it's in now, central with the back of the toilet. Down the bottom here you have your grey waste flap. You need the grey waste flap open to allow the waste into the toilet cassette underneath the caravan. If that isn't open, the waste will just sit in the bowl of the toilet, as it doesn't have the water like a household toilet would to enable it to go away. So always open the flap first, then flush to finish off. Now, if you have any further questions on the Coachman Pastiche 545, please don't hesitate to give us a call here at the Caravan Company, and we'll be more than happy to help. We appreciate the business, and we look forward to seeing you here on site soon. Thank you very much. Bye bye.